Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from Group 3. We'll present our project for the course of BMM 2623 Advanced CAD. Here is our group members.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Zriafri bin Ahmad Azhar. My matric card number is MA 20030. Now I present my presentation. Problem statement. To this, there are much equipment that is created by the people who wants to help other people to live more freely or help them to increase their quality of life. For example, we can see crutch, adjustable for leg walker, and many more. Based from those equipment, there are many ideas come from until wheelchair for elderly are formed. A wheelchair is a chair with wheels designed to be a replacement for walking. The device comes in variation where it is propelled by motors or by the seated occupant turning the rear wheels by hand. Often there are handles behind the seat for someone else to do the pushing. Wheelchairs are used by people for whom walking is difficult or impossible due to illness, physiological or physical, injury or disability. People with both sitting and walking disability often need to use a wheel bench. Objective: to design the most suitable wheelchair, design using SolidWorks software. To providing wheel mobility and sitting support for a person with difficult in walking or moving around. To providing independent, productive, and comfort living for physically challenged people. Scope: to identify and select the suitable wheelchair for handicapped people. To generate G-code and M-code for design using the new feature inside the software SolidWorks 2020. To support people whom walking is difficult or impossible due to illness, physiological or physical, injury or disability. This is our Gantt chart. Start from week 7 until week 14. Okay, that's all for me.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izul Shafiq bin Zainal. My matric number MA19273. Alright, today I want to present about literature review. Alright, the wheelchair is quite possible the most generally utilized assistive gadget to advance versatility and improve personal satisfaction for individuals who experience issue in strolling. Right, second, a suitable wheelchair benefit the actual well-being and personal satisfaction of the clients by aiding in decreased basic issues. Alright, like example, the basic issue, pressure injuries, movement of deformations, and improve breath and absorption. Alright, the last one is wheelchairs has been utilized for a huge number of a long time. Yet, it will not be until the start of the 20th century that a non-wheelchair configurations will be created. Alright, next I will explain about three types of wheelchair. We have three types. The first, the butt wheelchair. This. Second, electric wheelchair. This. And third, the sport wheelchair. Alright, first, the butt wheelchair. Right. Butt means chair, was a rolling chaise or light carriage for one person with a folding hood, which could be opened or closed. Alright, it used especially by disabled person. It was mounted on 3 or 4 wheels and drawn or pushed by hand. In 1869, patent for a wheelchair showed the first model with rear push wheels and small front caster wheels. This, and between 1867 to 1875, the inventors added new hollow rubber wheels similar to those used on bicycle on metal rim. Alright, the second is electric wheelchair. Alright, this wheelchair called electric power wheelchair. The electric wheelchair, which is moved by means of various electric and navigational controls. It also employs usually a small joystick maintained on the armrest rather than manual power. This Alright, the electric wheelchair make them four elements. First, independence, freedom, comfort, and mobility. Alright, the next is electric wheelchair are somehow a heavier device than manual wheelchairs because the frame has to be stronger in the order to accommodate the battery and motor. Alright, electric wheelchair also have one or more rechargeable batteries, and the last one is the battery power or a motor which is make the wheels move. It use a ball or joystick to operate the wheelchair. Alright, next is a sport wheelchair. Alright, a sport wheelchair is a self-propelled wheelchair, much like its everyday use relative, but with some specific difference. Uh, Means they tend to be non-folding so that they are stronger and steadier during tight turns or impact, but are made of lightweight metals to facilitate speeds, accelerations, and maneuverability. Alright, third point is the most famous sort of wheelchair for regular use for an individual with great chest area. Versatility is the lightweight manual wheelchair. Sport wheelchair have great wheelchair with velocity, versatility, and strength. The plenty of sport can be adapted for wheelchair users such as bowling, football, rugby, basketball, archery, and another else. Alright, my next point is ergonomic aspect of wheelchair. I have 4 points. Alright, the first I have force. Alright, heavy impact to our joints can cause tension in our muscle as a response. Many wheelers have their own way of actuating where they end up snapping their arms at the end of the push, which is consequently puts undesirable pressure on the shoulder joint. So, running over a bump at a significant speed in a power wheelchair or scooter can result in unnecessary impact. Alright, my second point is repetition. Repetition is a pretty obvious phenomenon. So, the number of push it takes to travel a given distance in order to minimize the number of pusher costing which means keeping your tire inflated and your chair well maintained, and slow speed can be advantageous as more pushers need to go too fast. Alright, the third is duration. Means continuous muscular effort refer to duration. And the small continuous exertion are as more stressful to your tissues than a brief yet heavy effort. For example, leaning on armrests such as usually due the reason of poor seat and back relative put continue load on your shoulders. Alright, posture means position. Means lack of good posture in their chair often lead to people spending a lot of time on armrest or table. This is a matter of seat angle and back angle, adjusting them in accordance to your degree of your upper body balance and your body shape. Alright, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Shafira binti Sofian. My metric number is MA19222. Okay, so I will present the flowchart of making wheelchair. First of all, we state the problem statement. After that, we discuss and design the components. After the discussion, we sketch all the components in A4 paper. Then we finalize the dimension each component. After we have the dimension, we create all the components in SolidWorks software. After we has created all the components in SolidWorks software, we assembly each components in SolidWorks software also. Here is the manual sketching of components in wheelchair, which is arm, pad, back, caster fork, footrest, grip, large wheel, pin, seat, side frame, and small wheel. All of these components we create in SolidWorks software using extrude card, extrude boss, base, mirror, and others. Then we assembly each components, each parts to form a wheelchair using mates.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ben Daud and my ID metric is MA19316. And I will explain to you about our result and our discussions. Okay, as you know, our product is to help people who cannot withstand for a long period, who cannot unable to walk. So we discuss to make wheelchair to help them. And our products only needs 11 parts to complete our final product. And the product and the parts is part, arm, back, seat, caster fork, grip, small wheel, large wheel, pin, and side frame. To create all the parts, we need sand casting process, we need injection molding, we need machining, and we also need hand skills. And as you know, to create side frame, we need sand casting process. To create pin, we need sand casting process. To create footstep, to create grip, to create small wheel, we need injection molding. But to make mold for our injection molding, we need machining process. And we will relate our product with CNC machines. And from CNC machine, we will see all the GNM codes there. So we learn which part is for the machining, which part is for drilling, which part is for the cutter spin clockwise, with cutter spin anti-clockwise. And from there we learn also about CNC machines. And we combine all our knowledge that we have learned before to create and to complete our final product. And we also prepare 2D drawing so you can see how accurate we are in our design. And I hope you will understand our designs and our 2D designs completely. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, today I'll be presenting for the chapter 5, which is the conclusion. I bet everyone have understand how the progress of our project throughout this time being that have been given by our lecturer. So in this chapter, it is proven that a multi-purpose wheelchair project has been created. This wheelchair project have achieved the real objective, which are, we have three objectives. And the first one is we are able to design the most suitable wheelchair by using the SolidWorks software. The second is to providing independent. And the third is productive and comfort living for physically challenged people, and also providing wheel mobility and seating support for a person with difficulty in walking or moving around. Basically, we always found this wheelchair in a hospital or a person who having a disability to walk using it. Besides, we are able to design this wheelchair based on the customer request. Why? Because some customer they might not be comfortable to use the wheelchair which is originally created by the designer. So our wheelchair, we have added a few parts, which is the tire and also the rim. And at the very last, a wheelchair is basically can enable the person to lead a more productive life without affecting their health or safety negatively. There are two aspects that are significant variables that will affect the quality of life for long-term users, which is the comfort and also the well-being of it. And lastly, this multi-purpose wheelchair has been successfully designed by using the SolidWorks software. So we hope our design of this wheelchair will contribute a huge help for those people who in need, which is the hospital and also the persons who is having a disability to walk around. Thank you.